understanding cryptocurrency. In the beginning was Bitcoin. 2008, an idea for everyone. The Bitcoin white paper, Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, was published in 2008 by Satoshi Nakamoto. Bitcoin is revolutionizing the global payments industry, and people around the world are rethinking the meaning of their money. Moreover, the underlying technology and network that process Bitcoin transactions, known as blockchain, is transforming industries as varied as banking, farming, logistics, healthcare, elections, and manufacturing, to name a few. All of this is made possible by Satoshi Nakamoto's groundbreaking work published in 2008, which outlines what Bitcoin is and how it works, as presented in the original Bitcoin white paper. Bitcoin is at the heart of the cryptocurrency trading marketplace. It is the benchmark cryptocurrency. It has around 60% dominance in the market. It is the guide, but it is also just the gateway to a whole new world. PGI Global, changing lives around the world. Can it change yours? Protect your BTC. KYC, or Know Your Customer legislation, exists in Estonia, where PGI Global has a crypto trading license. From December 1st, all deposits and withdrawals will depend on the member having compliant KYC documentation. Inside your back office is a simple guide for the process, which can take as little as 2 minutes to complete. Any questions, you can email kycsupport@pgiglobal.trade. PGI Global, keeping your BTC safe with secure login, OTP verification, and legal compliance. PGI Global, changing lives around the world. What does it take to succeed? The secret to success. It isn't luck. It isn't where you were born. It isn't your education. It is opportunity, goals, action. At PGI Global, we are creating opportunities every day. We have our goals in the digital space and want you to achieve yours in the real world. And we are in action and fast achieving many of them. Thousands are joining us and also seeing their dreams realized. Come join us, be a part of the future, and live the life of your dreams today. Most
A very happy new year and welcome to the first PGI Global Mega Event for 2021. My name is Denise Skeels, your host for today, as a worldwide live stream here on Zoom and live on our YouTube channel, PGI Global. We have a record number of people watching from around the world today, from as many as 189 countries worldwide. Wow. I'm going to say that again, 189 countries. The PGI now has members. So thank you to everyone for logging in early, watching some of our official videos, and of course, getting yourself nice and comfortable to learn more about where PGI Global is going in 2021. As always, we encourage you to choose the language of your native tongue. So where we have translation, we have it in Spanish, French, or Chinese. Now, can I just say that the Chinese represents the Kurdish language. So we're very grateful to have such a diverse membership base, and we look forward to even more languages being available very soon. So what's in store for you today? Well, for anyone that's not attended before, we are grateful to have a live presentation from the founder and CEO, Mr. RV Palafox, who will share with us the vision and direction of PGI Global in 2021. He will go in depth into the achievements of PGI and show how our ecosystem changes will affect all members, but help you to achieve your goals moving forward. We have one of our presidents of PGI Global, Mr. Swim, sharing with us what can only be described as the words of wisdom from a veteran of network marketing and a prolific builder of strong teams internationally. Then, as always, our COO, the man who works with our CEO and leadership. He works with our IT teams, our support, and our corporate. He's our day-to-day international operations, Mr. Mark Davis, who will share the latest updates behind the scenes and what we can expect going forward with compliance, security, and of course, the company's growth. Finally, last but not least, our CEO will say our final words with our very exciting countdown to our next big event, which I'm sure as we go through this evening, we'll hear about in more detail. So are you ready, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, members and guests around the world, it gives me great pleasure to welcome from Las Vegas, our founder, our CEO, to share his vision for 2021 and beyond. Please welcome Mr. RV Palafox. Mr. RV. Hello.
There you go. Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Can you hear me?
All good.
I cannot hear me.
You're good to go, Mr. RV.
Okay, there you go. How is that? Can you hear me? Good?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
All right, great. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. For those of you first time over here, my name is RV Palafox. I am the founder and CEO of PGI. We have some great news in the past few weeks. There's been so many things happening here in Las Vegas, and one of them, I kind of don't like these glasses. There you go. Okay, and one of them is we had finally have acquired our blockchain technology. That means that PGI, we do have our own blockchain wallet, everybody. If you guys do not know what that means that, as you know, in the past few weeks, the withdrawal has been very, very slow because of the blockchain has been so bombarded with the prices going up and down. And, it's been kind of like hellish for us also because we're waiting until the batch finishes. And I'm happy to say that this week, we have about 17,000 members who had withdrawals, and we have over $12 million worth of payments, and we're almost done. But we've been waiting and waiting and waiting. So I just want to make sure that please be more patient, okay? It will be done soon. Now, that blockchain wallet that we're talking about that we just had acquired means that the withdrawal is going to be a lot faster. If we go on a regular blockchain, that takes forever. Now, question to you, okay? Right now, we are paying between $500,000 to $1 million in fees to send your withdrawals every single week. My question to you, how about this? From now on, instead of that $500,000 to $1 million going to a third party company, how about this? It will be going to PGI. And how about this? Instead of waiting 24 to 72 hours, would you pay $50? Would you pay $50 to get your withdrawal in 5 minutes? Would you pay $20 to get your withdrawal in 2 hours? There's so many things, there's so many things happening here at PGI that this year is going to be our own year. I am here in our Las Vegas office. We have a 2,700 square feet right now, but we just acquired another 7,000 square feet of space here in Las Vegas, Nevada. We are, we're going to have a 5,000 square foot, with our hedge fund company, an additional 2,500 space for our admin here in the US. And how about this? We're also going to be adding an additional 10 to 15 customer support here in America. I know that we have most of our support in the Philippines, but with our growing population, we're close to 90,000 members with over 202 million in sales. And we're going to about 195. We are definitely going to be able to have a Miss Universe in our company because we finally have all the countries in the whole world. Not only that, we have other stuff that is coming up. Our products is almost done. I'm going to show a little thing about their background. Our new website, for our products is already up. We already have but we were working on getting a better compensation plan. It looks very, very good, everyone. The licenses of all the countries, especially here in the United States, we have finally put it to rest because now PGI is now a premier financial institution. How about if you want to buy a new car using Bitcoin? How about if you want to buy a real estate, your house here in Vegas? Can you imagine the power that PGI will have in year 2021? I cannot wait to see all of you here in Las Vegas. I know that we're going to have pretty much a grand launch, okay, on February 6th. We're trying to see because with this pandemic, it's been very, very difficult. But one thing I can tell you, PGI is going to be bigger, better, and if you made some money in 2020, how about this? You will probably double what you are going to make in 2021. And as I can remember, I only wanted to have at least a $10 million sales in 1 year. We have surpassed that. PGI is a multi-million-dollar company. Guess what? This year, PGI is going to be at least a $1 billion company. So thank you very much for everyone. Thank you very much for all your hard work. Thank you very much for being there every single day. Of course, we will have a lot more. Miss Denise, that's what we have here at PGI for right now. We will have more later on when I close.
Thank you, RV. Thank you. Wow, it is such a big vision that you have. And it's just super exciting for every single member to hear about the direction that PGI is certainly going in 2021 and how they can all benefit for it. So for all the guests and people watching us for the first time, I hope you get just a little sense of the man behind the mission, the power behind the vision, and of course, the reason why we are all here today. So thank you again, Mr. RV, and I look forward to hearing more updates from you a bit later on. So thank you. So I believe that our first poll is good to close. Have we got the results of our first poll?
Miss Denise.
Hello, Mr. RV. Hello.
I was just, I'm sorry, to cut you, but if you guys only knew what's in my head, it's giving me goosebumps right now. I'm telling you, it's giving me goosebumps.
Don't be giving away too much now. You know how it goes.
It is so ridiculous. But anyway, go back to you, Denise. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. RV. Thank you. So our poll, the first one has just closed, and we asked you, what are your top 3 goals moving into 2021? And look at that. Overwhelmingly, we have here more Bitcoin. Well, I think you're in the right place at the right time to achieve that one. Travel somewhere. Well, to a certain degree, that's out of our hands right now, but fingers crossed, toes crossed, that's going to happen this year. For sure.
Can't go anywhere, Miss Denise.
Oh no, it's so frustrating, so frustrating. You said we want to learn more about blockchain. Well, we're on that one. We have our Mr. Troy White that brings our training to us every single Tuesday. So make sure you log into all your WhatsApp groups to find out what the link is and the times, etc. To reach 100K in income. Wow, a lot of you want to do that. Again, you're in the right place at the right time. Become a millionaire. Oh, that would be super cool, wouldn't it? Well, of course, again, you're in the right place at the right time. We have many, many millionaires achieved in 2020.
Ms. Denise, we have 16 millionaires.
Wow.
16 millionaires.
Oh,
by the way,
gosh.
multi-millionaires, not just a millionaire. It's a multi-millionaire.
Wow. Wow. And I just have this feeling that that's just going to get better and better and better this year. We also have Be a Rising Star on the mega event. Well, hey, go to your uplines, get your names on the list. I do know that Claire, our corporate presenter, she is always crying out for testimonials on our nightly Monday, Wednesday, and Friday Zoom calls. So get talking to your uplines. Again, go to your WhatsApp groups and say to them, we want to be the next rising star, because we love to hear your stories. And then what do we have here? Understand.
I just have a quick one, Ms. Denise. Okay.
Go for it.
I just want to have like a little tip for everyone. Next week, Bitcoin is going to be about 50 grand.
Whoop. That's a good tip, Mr. RV. That's a very good tip. We don't mind interruptions like that. And thank you for that one. And then last, we have understanding trading. Well, again, we have our blockchain education. We also have a new training session start with our corporate presenter, Claire Wilkinson, on a Saturday morning as well. So thank you, everyone. That's the first poll done, and watch out for the next poll. So thank you, Mr. RV, and I'm sure I'll catch up with you very, very soon. So leading on from talking about our fantastic, wonderful, and a good friend to me as well, our corporate presenter, leads me on to presenting her right now. So Claire is going to go into the business presentation for all of the guests that are on here this evening. She's going to show you an insight into who PGI is, what we do, and how we can offer you what is quite possibly the best business opportunity of 2021. Good evening to you, Claire. Are you there?
Thank you very much. Hello, and a huge welcome to everybody that's joining us around the world today for our PGI mega event. I'm really looking forward to sharing our business presentation with you. Thank you. There, everybody. Apologies, I think we've got some technical issues that you can't see my screen at the moment, so please bear with us. you can just bear with us, everybody, while we try and fix this issue, and we will be with you with the business presentation very soon.
Okay, I think while we're waiting for the technical issue to be sorted out, oh, V, would you like to come back and have a little chat with me?
Well, I kind of thought that would be much better. Anyway.
Let's have a chat about what was next on the agenda for this evening. I'd like to have a little chat about our grand launch that we're going to be having very, very soon. And I'm sure you're the perfect person to put us in the loop. What's going to be happening? What can we expect? I mean, obviously, I know that we've had issues with COVID the world over. And so what does PGI put in place? How can we be looking forward to this event now?
Well, you know what? If you are going to ask me, I want to have the event, everything in Dubai. I'll be flying to Dubai. We're going to have all the presidents. We're going to have everybody down in Dubai. But unfortunately, with this COVID, it's really, really been very, very difficult for everyone. Now that London is going to go on a lockdown again, and I think a few countries are doing the same thing. Here in America, we have so much going on here in America. So I have decided that I will not go to Dubai, because if I go to Dubai, then we will have people going to Dubai to meet me and everything. But I don't want something where when they get back in their own countries and they went to Dubai and they got COVID. I do not want to be blamed. I don't want PGI to be liable to any of those, because we pushed to go out and kind of put people at risk by flying. So I have decided that I believe that we are going to be staying here in Las Vegas. We do have people coming in from all different states or nationwide here in the US. So I think we're going to have like a little gathering here in Las Vegas. So for all the US citizens, okay, I think we're going to try to do something, about that. And what we're going to be doing, I believe, is just like what Mr. Mark, had planned and have developed or put into place, that for each country, okay, you will be staying in your own country, and we're going to have a live streaming from your country. And in that way, the presidents are going to be in their country, and they can have their small gatherings and stuff like that. Now, as to the different, incentives that people have won, we are trying to figure out how we're going to be able to get it to the people, so that at least, okay, even though we weren't able to have a big grand launch in Dubai, but at least there people are going to be able to have their incentives, the pen and the phones and the laptops. I mean, you cannot go on a cruise right now, so that's going to be next. But we are working and trying to see exactly what would be the best. We might have to work with all the presidents, okay, of the different countries and the different continent, and we can send them the the items, or we can have them buy the items from there. People are saying, well, why can't you just give us some money? We have thought about it. That's very simple. I can just do that. I mean, we can put money into your account, but having having something from PGI makes all your hard work validated. You know what I'm saying? That incentive or that particular item that you have gotten, that you'll get from PGI, means that you have worked hard and you have attained what you really want. we have more stuff, coming in. Our Caribbean retreat, is going to be coming up.
Oh, we can't talk about that one yet, Mr. RV. We're saving that one for later. So let's go back to Dubai. So, we all know that Dubai is the center of wealth in the Middle East. It is the most fantastic location to hold our launch. So tell it, why was Dubai chosen? And more importantly, how do you feel about having such a huge number of members in just 1 year since you first did that first presentation back in 2020? That must be just the most bizarre feeling.
Well, the only difference is I'm not in my bathroom.
That's a relief.
Because I used to do my presentations in my bathroom. I usually do like about 2 a.m., 3 a.m. until about 6 or 7 o'clock, because we have like a 4-hour or 5-hour Zooms, before. And it was funny because, with my condo in Manila, it's a condo loft, so there's no room. So I cannot talk, and whenever I talk loud. So that's why I have to be in my bathroom, because my wife gets to wake up because it's like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. So that was a really, really big thing. And I do remember, using paper and pencil, just using circles, and having the IT, work on the platform, doing manual. Okay, if you think that we're kind of having hard time right now in like paying in or signing in, can you imagine that we have 2 people? We have Miss Raquel, our co-founder from the Philippines. We used to, guess what? We used to manually activate everyone.
Wow, look how far we've come now.
I mean, right now, you guys are a brat, because you know what? You want it like that. But
you're just spoiling us.
Well, we have this thing called the blockchain. So, that's kind of like, really, really hard. But with our new blockchain wallet that we have acquired, we have so many things. Later on, during my closing, I'll kind of like break down. That's just a teaser, guys.
Just a teaser. Say no more. Say no more. So
yes,
I think we've overcome our technical issues. So I think we are ready to launch the second poll as well. If we can have second poll launched, that would be fantastic. And I think we're going to go into a quick video, one of our new videos for all of our members and guests to have a quick breather, grab yourself another drink or watch the video, and then we're going to come back and we're going to go over to Claire, our corporate presenter again. So let's roll that new video. Thank you, Mr. RV, and we'll catch up with you again very, very soon.
Okay, Ms. Denise.
Thank you. Let's roll when you're ready.
Understanding cryptocurrency. In the beginning was Bitcoin. 2008. An idea for everyone. The Bitcoin white paper, Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, was published in 2008 by Satoshi Nakamoto. Bitcoin is revolutionizing the global payments industry, and people around the world are rethinking the meaning of their money. Moreover, the underlying technology and network that process Bitcoin transactions, known as blockchain, is transforming industries as varied as banking, farming, logistics, healthcare, elections, and manufacturing, to name a few. All of this is made possible by Satoshi Nakamoto's groundbreaking work published in 2008, which outlines what Bitcoin is and how it works, as presented in the original Bitcoin white paper. Bitcoin is at the heart of the cryptocurrency trading marketplace. It is the benchmark cryptocurrency. It has around 60% dominance in the market. It is the guide, but it is also just the gateway to a whole new world. PGI Global, changing lives around the world. Can it change yours?
Fantastic. Fantastic. So I think we're ready to roll with our next poll. Do we have that one available to launch? It's getting ready. And here it is. Okay, guys, if you'd like to start participating in the next poll, and that one will run for a few moments. So in the meantime, it is my pleasure to, we tried the first time, I'm going to try again, to introduce our wonderful corporate presenter, Claire Wilkinson, who takes us through a full week of trainings and presentations. So if you miss any of it, I'm sure if you go to your uplines in your support groups, etc., you can get the links. We have a full program. Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, we have the presentation. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have training for all of our members. So Claire Wilkinson is going to take you through our presentation now. So sit back, relax, and if you miss anything or you have any questions, feel free to ask the person who referred you to this presentation this afternoon. So as you can see, the poll is still going. So let's introduce Claire. Are you there, Claire?
I am indeed, Denise. Thank you so much, and apologies to everybody for that slight technology issue that we had there. I'm hoping that we've now got some slides that we can share with everybody as I go through and share with everybody the amazing PGI opportunity. So can we see the slides, please? If we can just have the first slide, that would be great. So thank you everybody again for joining us today, wherever you're joining around the world. It's an incredible privilege to be asked to share with you the PGI opportunity and to show you how it can be the vehicle that you may be looking for to earn yourself an additional or replacement income. So whether you're already a member with us or whether you're looking at this business for the very first time, may I take this opportunity to thank you for being here today. I wholeheartedly believe that there's something within PGI for everyone, and we hope that this presentation will answer any questions that you may have and help you make an informed decision about joining our PGI family. So what is it that PGI has to offer you? So if we can go to the next slide, please. So we have an ecosystem that is simply the connection of individual components to create value and generate revenue. At PGI, it consists of live and under development areas such as crypto trading, e-commerce, health products, blockchain education, cryptocurrency ATM POS, Forex trading, health gadgets, and our very own MasterCard debit card. And we're going to explore more of those in more detail shortly. So if we can look at the next slide, please. So where is it that all this magic happens? Well, we cover 5 continents around the world, and we have our main corporate office in Estonia. But we also have trading, support and legal offices in other countries around the world, including the United Kingdom, the Philippines and Singapore. Our offices have full operating licenses with the governmental entities of each country. And our priority is to offer a transparent and ensure the security of the funds that are being administered, as well as having strong compliance in KYC and AML legislation. So if we can look at our next slide and ask the question, but who is Praetorian Group International? Well, as you've already heard from our CEO, the legendary and visionary, inspirational Mr. RV Palafox. He was born in the Philippines and raised in America, and he's lived there for over 43 years. He's a family man and a professional network marketer for over 16 years. Mr RV has been instrumental to the success of multiple product-based network marketing companies, and he's had added experience in the last decade with cryptocurrency-based companies, which make him one of the pioneers of the cryptocurrency world. It's Mr RV's passion to change people's lives. So Mr RV has created a phenomenal team around him with the same desire and the same passion to ensure that PGI can be the very best business that there is, to ensure it's got sustainability, longevity, and it's run in a really ethical way, and who are all committed to ensuring that Mr RV's goal of making it the very best company that there is one that is delivered. So I'd like to now introduce you to some of the team that are working so hard to give you the vehicle that you need to earn that additional income that you might be looking for. So if we could go to the next slide, please. Sorry, if we could go to the next slide, please. Thank you. So we have Miss Helen Graham, who is our global president. Helen is a family woman who resides in the UK. Her drive, dedication, and sheer passion for helping other people is clear for all of our members to see. She believes that success isn't about how much money you make, but it's about how much change you make in other people's lives. She works as a liaison between the leadership in the network and company to keep the lines of communication open and leads weekly high-level meetings. On our next slide, we have our Vice President and Chief Operations Officer, Mr. Mark Davis. And we'll be hearing later from Mark about all the hard work that he does behind the scenes. And what I'm going to do now is just go through the next few slides to show you the team and just give you their names of who Mr. RV has got working alongside him. So next slide, please. We have got Rosaria Austria, MD, who is our Vice President and Chief of Health Advisory Board. Next, please. We have our co-founder Philippines, Raquel Polino, and our co-founder UK, Mr. Hamid Hussain. Next, please. We also have our President PGI Europe, Mr. Shafi Ullah, and our President PGI Asia, Mr. Bako Fasal. Next, please. Next, we have our PGI President PGI Africa, which is Mr. Benny Akiki, and also our President South Africa, Millie Masepi. Next slide, please. And we have our Presidents PGI Latin America, Ming Toy and Miguel. And we also have on our next slide, our President PGI Latin America, Mr. Philip Ndungu. Next, we have our Presidents PGI UK, Mr. Harrison and Mr. Swim. And on our next slide, you can see that we have our Miss Julie Ladycoin, who is our President PGI Nigeria. On our next slide, please, we have Shada Kareem, who is our President PGI Iraq. And if we go to our next slide, what we can see is that we have an amazing team of master distributors that are all working hard to support our presidents and our management and corporate team to give you all the support and help that you need to achieve your goals. Now, these teams of skilled master distributors are overseen and looked after by Mr. Shamsu Mir, our Chief Counsel Officer, with representation in Singapore, Italy, Nigeria, Uganda and Kenya, the Middle East, the Philippines, and if we can see on the next slide, we've also got representation in Peru, Ireland, Pakistan and Kurdistan. So moving on, now that I've introduced you to the incredible team that are working hard to build the strong foundations, can we have the next slide, please, that you can build your business on. I'd now like to share the products and services that our members around the world love about PGI. Next slide, please. So PGI trades in Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies on open exchanges. Now, Bitcoin was officially launched in 2009 and is now the #1 cryptocurrency in the world. It's a digital asset and the leader in its class. It currently has 70% dominance in the crypto trading markets. So with this in mind, if we can look at the next slide, please. Our products assist in the mainstream use and acceptance of Bitcoin. And on the next screen, please, on the next slide, you can see that they include crypto ATMs, crypto terminals, crypto table terminals, and point of sale units. Next slide, please. So our Bitcoin trading platform, our arbitrage bots between exchanges, our manual trading and our copy or social trading and our Forex trading, which is coming soon. On the next slide, you can see more about our blockchain education, where we have our PGI blockchain workshops, our crypto talk shows, and our blockchain workshop and seminars, and not forgetting a weekly Q&A with our Chief Blockchain Officer, Mr. Troy White. On our next slide, you can see the start of our product range with the Zanqi, which is known in traditional Chinese medicine as the miracle herb. On our next slide, you can see our Praetorian Blend 9-in-1 coffee mix, which uses only 100% USDA organic herbs. On the next slide, you can see our Praetorian blend of power greens with probiotics. So you can see a wonderful and diverse range of products there. But finally, on our next slide, you can see our PGI branded debit card, our very own MasterCard debit card. Now, our PGI debit card is all about your convenience. Withdraw weekly from your PGI wallet directly to your card, and within just a few days, you'll be able to use your card in any stores online or anywhere that accepts that MasterCard around the world. But before I go any further, I'd like to go to the next slide and read to you our disclaimer, please. So we are an authorized cryptocurrency trading company. We are by no means a financial advisor. We suggest that you always consult your own financial advisor if you have one. We strongly recommend that you do your own due diligence, read the terms and conditions, and understand them. Because we believe that once you do, you will see what we see. And we are by no means a company that is offering financial advice. So I'm sure that the next slide is what you have all been waiting for. And that is how you can earn an additional income, how you can earn that money. So if we move to our next slide, you can see how you can be part of our team. So this is the part of the business that I feel incredibly passionate about. And I'm sure that if you can see what I can see, then you'll go straight back to the person that shared this invite with you and ask them to be good enough to give you their referral link so that you can join our PGI family. Well, why is it that I say this and why do I feel that way? Well, it's incredibly rare and incredibly unusual to find an income earning opportunity that works for each and every member, where everybody earns and where nobody is left out. Well, PGI is that very business. You can earn trading bonuses without having to sell a single product. Now, of course, that is an additional income stream if that's what you would like to do. There is absolutely no requirement for you to recruit a single person into this business if you do not want to. Although, to be honest, I'm not sure why you wouldn't want to do that when you understand the business and when you start seeing the results for yourself. Why wouldn't you want to share this with your family, your friends, your work colleagues, and those people that you care about? So let me explain this to you in more detail. You can join us at an entry level that is affordable to you. $100, $400, and $600 worth of BTC are our silver packages. Our gold packages are $1,000, $5,000, and $10,000 worth of BTC. And our platinum are $20,000, $50,000, and $100,000 worth of BTC. Not forgetting our titanium package, which is $500,000 without limit worth of BTC. So in addition to these packages costs, there's also a $19 software fee. Your pack that you purchase is then traded for you, and you will earn a trade-in bonus of between 0.5 and 3% per day. This runs for either 200% or 200 days, whichever comes the soonest. And at this point, you will undoubtedly want to purchase an additional pack and to repeat that cycle. So may I just take this opportunity to say to you that you do not need to wait 200 days to purchase an additional pack. You can have as many packages as you like, but you may only have one account per person. So as you can see, this business really does work for everyone. Each and every person, regardless of the package size that they purchase to start with, all earns between 0.5 and 3% per day. So some people listening to this presentation will immediately love this concept. They will want to maximize their earning potential by the power of network marketing. Others will simply want to start by trading. But inevitably, once they start to see the results, they will naturally start sharing it with family and friends. Just like they would if they'd had a good meal at a restaurant or had watched a good film. So it's really important that I now share with you the incredibly generous commissions that you can earn by sharing this with other people. So could we please move to the next slide? So once again, I'm just going to remind you that each member can have as many packages as they like at any one time, but they may only have one account per person. So PGI have our binary bonus, our boost up bonus, and our renewal bonus, as well as our direct referral bonus. And it's good that we can now explore these in more detail on the next slide, please. Thank you. So your participation in the affiliate referral scheme will earn you commissions based on the highest value pack that you have got active. So if your highest package is a silver, you will earn 6% sales volume on your direct referrals purchase. A gold package active will earn you an 8% personal referral, and a 10% will earn you a platinum package will earn you a 10% referral on your direct referrals bonus. Or you can earn a huge 12% if you've got a titanium package active. So if we can move to our next slide, please. So in addition to this, PGI offers a binary bonus. Now, binary meaning two. You'll have one on your left and one on your right, so left and right side of your business. You need those people to be your personal referrals. Now, it's important to remember that this first pair does not qualify you for binary bonus. But after that first pair, binary bonus is paid on the points on your lesser side, so the volume in your lesser side of your business. For example, if you've got 9,000 points on one side and 5,000 points on the other side, you will earn binary bonus on the 5,000 points. Now, one thing I do want to mention to you is that surplus 4,000 points are not lost. They do stay there and they roll over until you're able to use them. Now, the amount of binary bonus is dependent again upon your highest existing package. So silver, gold and platinum packages have a binary commission of 8% and a titanium package has a binary commission of 10%. The maximum amount of binary bonus will also be dependent upon your current highest package. So if we can just move to the next slide, please, I'd like to share with you how you can increase these commissions. PGI offers a boost up commission, which is a really not to be missed opportunity. You can boost your direct referral and your binary pairing bonus by an incredible 2%. Now, sometimes people say to me, 2%, is that all? But I'd like to put that into context for you. If you've got a 6% direct referral bonus as a silver package account holder, and you boost up, that obviously takes you to 8%. in effect giving you an incredible 6% to 8%, giving you a 33% increase on the commission payment that you would have received without boosting up. Now on the pairing bonus, if you've got 8% and you boost up to 10%, then you're going to receive an additional 25% on the commission payment that you would have received had you not boosted up. So as you can see, the 2% boost up commission is actually worth a lot more to you. So how can you ensure that you achieve this boost up bonus? Well, you personally need to sponsor 2 people into your business, one onto your left side and one onto your right side, who join on the same value package or higher than your current existing package. And that needs to be done within your first 30 days. If you do this, you will automatically qualify for Boost Up. Now, Boost Up is a one-off opportunity, and so not to be missed out. If we can just move on to our next slide, please. I'd like to share with you about our renewal bonus. Now, as I've already mentioned, our trade-in packages cease at either 200 days or 200%, whichever comes the soonest. And all commission earnings end then too. All you need to do to continue to earn your direct referral and pairing bonus is to have an active package. It is therefore always recommended that you always have one active package, even if it is just $100. If you do not have an active package, you will not earn those commissions, but you may still withdraw for 30 days. After that time, your account is closed. Every person that you refer that then renews, you will earn the renewal bonus onto your referral and binary bonus amounts. So it's really important that we keep an active package on our accounts. So we can move to our next slide, please. I'd like to talk to you about our payments. Now, I must admit that I was incredibly surprised to learn that you can make withdrawals each and every single week with PGI. So many companies that I've known have either made you wait to the end of the month or until the end of a trading agreement even. So to me, this was an absolute game changer. Withdrawals are every Monday between 12 a.m. and 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time in the USA. Now, PGI is a minimum withdrawal amount of $88. But as long as you've got $88 or more available to withdraw, then you can withdraw your commissions each and every single week. There is also a maximum withdrawal amount of 50% of the value of your highest package. $100 packages have a special condition applied to them, where there is an $88 minimum withdrawal and a $100 maximum withdrawal. You can withdraw from one wallet per week, so you can either withdraw from your trading bonus or your networking bonus. For people trading larger packages, they may choose to withdraw from their trading bonus every week. For people referring a lot of people, they may choose to withdraw from their networking wallet every week. And for some people, they may simply wish to alternate between one and the other each week. The choice really is yours. So trading and pairing bonuses are not added to your wallets throughout the withdrawal periods, but they are always brought back up to date once that withdrawal window is closed. You can either withdraw to your PGI agreement fund, which is a little bit like a savings account for you to purchase your next package with, for which there is a reduced fee of 5%. Alternatively, you can withdraw to your PGI debit card that I've also mentioned about, or your BTC wallet, for which there is currently an 8% withdrawal fee. Now, withdrawals are credited to your selected card or BTC wallet within 24 to 72 hours. So if we can just move to the next slide, please. We have our corporate recognition program, and PGI is incredibly passionate about rewarding our members for their hard work and dedication. To do this, we have our corporate recognition program, where members can earn rewards simply for building their business. And they range from pens to phones to cars to mansions. And I'd like to give you a brief overview of what you would need to do to earn them. While I go through these slides, have a think about these rewards, but not only what the rewards would mean to you, what would the income mean to you that you would have achieved by earning these rewards? What would they mean to you personally? What would they mean to your family? Perhaps even what would they mean to your community? If you're already a member of PGI, then why not speak to your upline about getting some additional support and training to help you reach the next step in the corporate recognition program? So if we could go to our next slide, please. I'm going to just give you a brief overview of these rewards. We have our Praetorian Guard Jade, where we need 2 members, one on our left side and one on our right side, both with $5,000 worth of sales on each side. If we can go to our next slide, please. We have our Praetorian Guard Aquamarine, which is 2 Praetorian Guard Jades, one on the left and one on the right. Our next slide, please. We also have our Praetorian Guard Opal, which is 2 Praetorian Guard Aquamarines, one on the left and one on the right again. Our next slide, please, is our Praetorian Guard Tanzanite, where we need 2 Praetorian Guard Opals, one on the left side and one on the right. Next, please. We have our Praetorian Guard Ruby, which is 2 Praetorian Guard Tanzanites, where we need one on the left side and one on our right side, and that's going to give you a Honda Civic. And our next slide, please. We've got our Praetorian Guard Emerald, which is a Mercedes-Benz C-Class, where we need 2 Praetorian Guard Rubies, one on the left and one on the right. Our next slide, please. And if you're looking for a Range Rover HSE, then we've got our Praetorian Guard Diamond, where we need 2 Praetorian Guard Emeralds, one on our left and one on our right. Our next slide, please. We have our Praetorian Guard Blue Diamond, which is a Lamborghini Huracan, where we need 2 Praetorian Guard Diamonds, one on our left and one on our right. And on our next slide, we can see the next level, which is our Praetorian Guard Black Diamond, which is a Ferrari 488 and a luxury apartment. So we need 2 Praetorian Guard Diamonds, one on our left and one on our right. And on our next slide, please, we have our Praetorian Guard Crown Diamond, where you can earn yourself a Rolls Royce and a mansion. For this, you just simply need to achieve 2 Praetorian Guard Black Diamonds, one on your left and one on your right. So if we can go to our next slide, please. As if these incentives and rewards weren't generous enough, PGI also offers other promotions throughout the year that members can strive to achieve. Our latest promotion runs from the 5th of January to the 5th of April and is an incredible Caribbean leadership retreat, and I would absolutely love to see you there. But before I finish and before I hand back to Denise, I'd like to share with you PGI's ultimate purpose. So if we can go to our next slide, please. As if giving members the opportunity to change their lives isn't heartwarming enough, then learning about PGI's ultimate purpose will, I'm sure, warm your heart. PGI's ultimate purpose will help you to see how committed PGI is to changing lives and having a positive impact upon the world. 5% of PGI profits go to the Community Give Back programme, which is an incredible opportunity to support people that may be less fortunate. Recently, we've had schemes that have offered support to the typhoon relief in the Philippines and also to the homeless on the streets of London, where we've given out food packages. In fact, there's so many good causes that have benefited from our PGI Ultimate Purpose Give Back programme throughout this last year. There's just too many to tell you about today. However, once again, PGI's contribution has had a huge positive impact on people's lives around the world. PGI really is the company that keeps on giving, and I'd love to welcome you to our PGI family. Thank you.
Thank you, Claire. And as you can see, this is, excuse me, a simple but powerful idea, powered by the vision of our CEO and carried out daily by close to 100,000 independent members who are using PGI as their vehicle for personal and financial freedom. So if there was anything about this presentation that you've heard and you don't like the sound of, then absolutely get back to the person that referred you to this link this evening. So in the meantime, I think it's time that we showed another one of our new videos. What do you think? I think we should. So let's roll out the next video for you, and we'll be right back in just a minute and a half's time. So thank you guys. Let's have the next video, please.
2021 goals are important. Without a goal, you can be aimless, have no direction or purpose. Without a goal, you can be led by others to achieve their dreams, not your own. Without a goal, you can lose the motivation to get up in the morning and work. Goals are the secret sauce of multimillionaires. Napoleon Hill, in his classic book, Think and Grow Rich, talks about the secret that runs throughout his entire book, explaining high-performance individuals and what drives them to succeed. Goals challenge you to stretch your boundaries. Goals help you to put energy in the right places to achieve amazing things. Good goals create momentum for your actions and drive you to keep striving to win. What are your goals for 2021? You can move forward. You can achieve more this year. And you can make your dreams come true. PGI Global, helping people set and achieve goals every day in 2021.
Welcome back, everybody. I see that was quick, wasn't it? 1 minute and a half. So it is my great pleasure now to introduce to you two of our top leaders. In fact, they're both presidents. The first one is Helen Graham, our global president, who's joined by Mr. Shafiullah, our international president. Sorry, European president. Oh, you're both president. You conquer the whole world between the two of you, don't you, really? So please welcome Helen and Shafi.
Hello, Denise. Good evening from here in the UK. You look very dashing as always, Denise. You always have this beautiful smile. It's been a fantastic evening, so thank you very much for your lovely hosting skills. And I want to say a good evening from here in the United Kingdom to every single person who is on the call tonight. My name is Helen Graham. I am your global president here at PGI, and I'm joined with, of course,
I'm Shafiullah, President PGI of Europe. Hi, everyone.
Hello, everybody. We've just been chatting, actually, we've just been talking about the fact that it is one whole year since we registered with PGI, and I can see Mr. RV nodding his head there, and I know we had a little giggle earlier on as RV was telling you about how we used to do Zoom calls he used to do it from his bathroom. We used to do it sometimes in the middle of the night, first thing in the morning, but that's the kind of thing that we had to do to kind of start PGI rolling from the very outset. It was a busy time, wasn't it?
It was, yes, indeed, yeah.
So yes, we do just want to take this time, Mr. RV, to thank you from both myself and Mr. Shafi for not only changing our lives, for helping to change many other lives as well.
For creating a wonderful opportunity around the world. And, you know, we couldn't believe that it's just been nearly 1 year now, and people in the beginning said, you know, PGI is not going to last for 3 months, and they were even writing it down for us. And look here, guys, over 80,000 members, and PGI has created so many millionaires. We have over 16 millionaires, and we have in our organization, we have even more than half of them. And today we have a wonderful leader who's one of those. He's a president of UK, and he's got so much knowledge in the cryptocurrency, in blockchain education, and He's going to be coming here today talking to us for a short time. And Helen?
Yep, it is, of course, Mr. Swim. He is just an absolute delight to work with. He works alongside Mr. Harrison here in the UK as the UK president. He builds organisations not only here in the UK, but globally all around the world, particularly over in Nigeria. It is a pleasure to work with him. It's been a full year since we worked alongside these two gentlemen. So Mr. Swim, I'm going to hand it over to you so we can hear your story about how you became involved in PGI and how your journey's gone so far. Thank you.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world today. My name is Swim Ohi Omar Farouk, President PGI UK, along with my bosom friend and partner, Mr. Harrison Omojafu. First of all, I don't want to bore you with too many stories. As usual, I hit the facts and I tell you the truth, because I believe that network business is about integrity and ethics. Whatever you promise, whatever you can do, you try your best to do it. It doesn't say you won't fail, but each time you fail, you must rise up and move on. Now, this is what PGI is all about. It gives you an opportunity to show your mettle and tell the world what you can do. I will tell you here today that RV is a man who has a vision. Sometimes I think his head is full of ideas, he doesn't know which to bring out first. And what leaders here do for RV, sometimes I think is to slow him down and tell him, do this first. RV, I shout out to you today for this wonderful vision you brought before us. Like I said earlier, my name is Swim, and I am a corrosion control consultant. I am an international assessor. Like you heard earlier, I have various qualifications to my name, but this is not about me. Like I tell my team, once you sign on to this opportunity, the next thing is to forget about yourself and think about the next person you are bringing in. And if you're able to help them achieve their aims, you would have achieved your own aims. These are the words of Z. Ziegler, the great inspirational speaker. The first time I met RV, I was taken to him by somebody called Shamsu, who introduced me to somebody called Hussein Ahmed. These two are today the chief counsel of the PGI Master Distributors and the co-founder respectively. I met RV sometime in late November 2019. And my first experience with RV was very simple. RV brought out a 15-pound note at the presentation and he said to us, who wants this 50-pound note? I rushed out and I took the money from his hands. And right behind me, I saw Harrison racing to pick up the money as well, but I beat him to it. And then after the whole episode, I called RV and said, yeah, it's a 15-pound note. Because I thought it was for show, just to make a point to everybody. RV said to me, oh, you see, just keep it. You wanted it, you got it. I said, wow, what manner of man. I was taken by him that very day, and I was determined to work with him as a leader. Since then, we worked together, and the business was bettered sometime in February 2020. And the journey has been so sweet. Not sweet as in profit all the time or money making all the time, because for me, money is not the essence anymore. We've gone long past that. What I now tell myself is, what can money do for me or do for people around me? So I have been able today to influence a lot of people, not only those who I brought into the business, even those who tell me, I don't believe it. This business of bring two and bring two, you bring two, I can't do that. But I've kept faith and we have done what we have achieved today. I remember when we saw this opportunity, my partner and I, Mr. Harrison Omojafu, who is here watching, said to me, Swim, this is a good one. Let's do it. I said, Mr. Harrison, our hands are full. We have so many things doing. And then we're so involved in another business where Helen, Shofi, and many others were too. And then we said, this is one that will give us the opportunity to show that we can really do this. Today, Since the pandemic we had the relief from the pandemic, I've been touring the world, particularly Nigeria and some African countries like Ghana and Cameroon, just to show people what I have seen and the opportunity. Many ask me, show me your account so that I can know how you're doing. I said, no. Showing you my account will mean entrapping you or enticing you. But work on your belief system. If you know you can do it, then let's start. Now, we did not really start until we met Sophie and Helen. When we met Sophie and Helen, we knew we found a team we could really work with. And that was when we took this opportunity and started running with it. But you know, I have a partner who is very eager to move around the world and run around the whole place. And I'm always holding him back. Harrison, relax, there'll be time for everything. So the pandemic actually slowed us down. I tell you today, were it not for the pandemic, only God knows what PGI would have achieved. I remember when we used to write names on paper and send to RV by WhatsApp, and they would put our names in the system or our prospect's name in the system. But I didn't really get inspired by all that because I have made successes before in various businesses. I've also failed. So for me, it was just something new, something to drive me further to achieve some goals. But until I met one lady who had come to me to show him the business I was doing previous. And I said to her, I found something new that makes me sleepless. And that thing, what I see about it is going to be bigger than any vision you have. I believe that PGI will be a legacy company, a brand that the whole world will see and know and recognize anywhere. And she asked me what business is. I said, well, I have my partner, Mr. Harrison. I said, Harrison, show her this opportunity. She sat down in a supermarket coffee shop, and we showed her the opportunity. And immediately she said she will be with us, that she has watched us from previous businesses and she knows how we work with our team. She wants to be part of our team. By the way, her sister was already very close to me. And she had been in business with us, but never in my team. And I kept calling her for PGI, but she was just tired of network marketing. I didn't want to be part of it. Until her sister, Mrs. Chinyere Wogu, signed up with us. She developed this business in a way that no other person could. The volume she has brought into this business is phenomenal. Now, I don't want to make it easy for her to think that she's all we have in the business, but I tell you, she really inspired us to move on because we have failed in many other businesses, and we thought that it would be difficult for us to build, but her signing up first before anybody else encouraged us to say this is the business to do. And I'm sure she's not disappointed. And when she came in, she invited her sister, Dr. Kelechi, who I have been talking to about this business for some time, even when we're still deciding how what to pay, what the rates should be, and what the trading benefits should be. I was telling her, but she didn't want to listen. But when her sister came in, her sister told me, don't worry, I will bring her in. And she did. And both of them have built a phenomenal organization. I won't be surprised if they are announced as millionaires because they are doing so well. Well, my inspiration comes from people. I just love humanity. I love to give of myself. That is why I always say something that my truism, my principle in life is this. The only wealth you ever get to keep is the one you give away. Now, what is wealth? Wealth could mean resource or resources, cash, articles of faith, knowledge, and even PGI. I believe that becoming a part of PGI makes you very wealthy, and you must share this wealth. Remember the 4 cardinal principles of PGI: to make you money, help you make more money, show you how you can preserve your wealth, and the last of all, to share your blessings. What I do these days is just sharing my blessings. Today, I'm speaking from my hotel room in Abuja, and I came in yesterday morning, and so far, I have helped 13 people complete their KYCs. This is what it's all about, helping people around the world. My team has been very, very cooperative because when we started, we said to them, once you come into this business, forget yourself. And we trained them, equipped them with knowledge, and we're able to go away from UK, our base, for 3 whole months last year because COVID would not let us come back to UK. And this team did marvelously well. All they do is swim, want to do this activity, want to do that activity, say, okay, shall we do it? I said, well, carry on. It's all up to you now. You are the leaders, carry on. And they have showcased themselves. Now, I need to tell you one thing though, that when we're recruiting our members, we did not go out to recruit just particular people. We fished in a very large sea and we found all manner of fish. Some are very big, some have dreams to become bigger, and some have hope to be the best in the business. I'm proud to say that our team and their leaders, especially our master distributors, Miss Super Lady Lizzie Olasoji, modeling Ayo Ojako, Dr. Kelechi Anyao, and our superstar and chief master distributor, we call her Chinye Wogu. These people have produced more leaders underneath them that today we can boast of 40 presenters in our team. We have over 30 offices in our team across the world. But we never tell people about our activities because we know that the loudest voices or the empty barrels make the loudest noise. We believe in doing our own thing quietly, building leaders and producing results. I'm sure Helen will tell you that we're doing good at that. Once again, I want to thank all my uplines and RV, the superstar today, who has made it all happen for us. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Wow, thank you, Swim, for that great presentation and for showing your commitment to the company since right at the beginning. We are super lucky to have you, and I personally learned things about you that I didn't know before either. And for me personally, it's always a joy to have you on these calls. Helen Schoff, do you want to add anything to that?
Absolutely. It is always a pleasure to listen to Mr. Swim. He's very knowledgeable. Many years, way more than Shofi and myself, years of experience in network marketing. And, you know, we always walk away learning something new from Mr. Swim. So thank you, Mr. Swim.
Thank you, Mr. Swim.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Shofi.
Thank
My
you.
midnight friend.
Yeah, me and Mr. Swim always chat online, 2, 3, 4 in the morning, talking about business. And even when he's in Nigeria, he was there last month as well. You know, we were always on the call on a regular basis. Thank you, Mr. Swim. It was wonderful.
I was just going to say, we absolutely look forward to meeting up again in Dubai and celebrating some of your success over the last year, you and your team.
Oh, sure.
You guys, you presidents, you're relentless. You never ever sleep. Every time I go on my WhatsApp, you are always there speaking to someone in some group.
You know, we have to keep up with everybody around the world. Like sometimes Mark is on, me and Mark chat as well, like 3, 4 in the morning. Sometimes Swim, plus people in India, Africa. It's all different timings in USA, Canada. So I think we're just going around 24 hours.
I think you do. I think you do. Thank you, guys. Whoops. Technical issue going on in the background here. Thank you guys for that. Fantastic. And I think now would be the perfect break to show one of our brand new videos. So let's roll one of our next videos. Thank you.
Thank you.
Protect your BTC. KYC, or Know Your Customer legislation, exists in Estonia, where PGI Global has a crypto trading license. From December 1st, all deposits and withdrawals will depend on the member having compliant KYC documentation. Inside your back office is a simple guide for the process, which can take as little as 2 minutes to complete. Any questions, you can email kycsupport@pgiglobal.trade. PGI Global, keeping your BTC safe with secure login, OTP verification, and legal compliance. PGI Global, changing lives around the world.
Sorry, Mr. Denise, can you unmute your voice?
Hello and welcome back. I'm glad someone just reminded me you could not hear me. Oh, that was such a waste. So my technical issue is now sorted. We have light back again. All is good with the world. So we see what is happening with the company and our business presentations. We hear from the leadership and we have the vision of the CEO to guide us. But what's happening behind the scenes to help create a legacy company? One that will be here for a very, very long time. For some insights into PGI and its different departments that make it run the way it does, then we need to hear from one gentleman, one who is superly well dressed. He's bright, he's sparkly. It's none other than our COO, Mr. Mark Davis.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Denise. I'm all aflutter with all the compliments. It's not something that's coming a lot in the launch of 2021, or I'm just calling it 21. That's it. It's just 21. Anything with a 20 in it usually has some connotations or some memories that people want to leave behind. So as we go into 21, I definitely want to remind everyone that a lot has changed, but a lot is still the same. And the things that are the same give us the potential to make a big difference for more and more people, because around the world, more and more people need what PGI has. Around the world, more and more people need jobs, they need income, they need education, and they need something to do when they're locked in their own house for 3 days, 7 days, or 3 months. So I want to tell you a little bit about what's happening in 21 to make it your best year ever. And most of that is things that happens behind the scenes. Often it is decisions and strategies that we have to implement that don't make people very happy initially. They say that you often have to endure some pain before you get the gain. And what has happened for us in the last 6 months specifically is the company has grown its membership base and the number of people who are entrusting PGI with some of their financial goals. It's grown 20 or 30% month over month over month. Now, what that means is more people come into our ecosystem. More people are putting pressure on our IT services. More people put pressure onto our payment gateway. And so we have to have this balancing act of allowing people to join the company and still provide the resources and infrastructure to provide the service that we promised way back in January last year when Helen and Shofi and Swim first joined, and all the country presidents and the continental presidents committed to the long term for this company. And the master distributors who made a commitment as well. A lot of you don't see what's happening in other countries, you only see what's happening in your own. But I can tell you that right now, the number of people being hired by PGI around the world is 1 or 2 people per week just in the support departments. The IT infrastructure is costing hundreds of thousands of dollars every month to increase our capacity to manage not only just sitting on the data of nearly 100,000 members, but sending out hundreds of thousands of emails every week, tens of thousands of OTPs or one-time passwords every day. And in that 12-hour withdrawal window, managing over 100,000 emails back and forth in a 12-hour period. So all of this takes a lot of resources, and the best companies, I guess, perform like the duck that you see out there on the river, just cruising along, looking elegant and beautiful, or maybe more than a duck. Let's say a swan, a white swan, not a black swan, but a white swan. The white swan is out there cruising, looking super attractive, and what you see is the elegance and the beauty. What you see is the daily returns, and what you see is the corporate presentation and the dreams and the goals and the recognition. What you don't see is all the paddling going on underneath. You don't see the interactions with the lawyers in 3 or 4 countries. You don't see training new support staff in multiple languages. Right now in Iraq, we have a dedicated team of 4 people, including Kurdish translators, Arabic translators, because the KYC issue that many of you, I'm going to talk about that in a moment, have had, it comes up because of the need to do manual processing of the Know Your Customer legislation requirements. So what you don't see with that elegant swan is you don't see all the people paddling hard underneath. You don't see the 12-hour shifts, 6 days a week of support, answering the questions and responding. Even in our Zoom today, there have been over 600 or 700 questions asked, from simple things to complex, right here. And we've answered more than half the questions already and still trying to get to more of the questions. In fact, Zoom has just told us that we've answered too many questions today and we should just slow down a little bit. What you also don't see is the interactions that we have with partners. And by partners, I mean the people who create the products or manage the infrastructure or work in our IT departments in other parts of the world that we have to do our conversations and our negotiations with, just like this, virtually, online. We do business with more people in 21 than we've ever done before without ever having met them face to face. And that's hard work because trust takes time to build, and it's additionally hard when we're committing tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars to our resources. Now, I did touch on KYC very briefly, and I have to let every single one of you know that with nearly 100,000 members, here are our statistics in the PGI Global membership base. We have had close to 50,000 people 100% approved. They've given all their KYC. They've either done it automatically or they've done it through the manual processing. Of the members who have been perfectly KYC approved, especially in countries like Iraq, Nigeria, some of the other African nations, and also in countries where there has been a significant amount of handwritten identification documents, those IDs, those identification documents have had to be processed in a manual queue. That takes time. And as I said 2 weeks ago at our grand launch event for the year, and I've said it on previously on events like this, if you stopped everything right now and just dealt with the members who were in the queue, you could get everything done maybe in a couple of weeks. But we had another 20,000 people join last month in December and 15,000 the month before. So because we keep growing, we keep adding more congestion into our pipeline. That's great news, but it's also a great challenge. Now, the second issue around KYC is that because of the regulations we have, we are legally bound to enforce KYC legislation on withdrawals of anything more than, well, anything. The minute we are holding someone else's Bitcoin and we have to send that Bitcoin out in a commission payment to anyone, anywhere, we are bound by anti-money laundering legislation and know your customer legislation. After 5 months of notification to our members around the world, we are obliged to follow through and ensure that every person who's registered as a member is verified with their identification to protect the Bitcoin that is in their account. No one else can access your account. No one else can access your email to access your account. And if you have proven you are who you are, over 18 years of age, and you prove with your identification documents, either automatically or manually, then you are totally free to withdraw. And you can see this week over 15,000 withdrawals. That's 15,000 of more than 50,000 approved members who have requested a withdrawal this week. And there has been no problem making that happen. If, however, you have been a member, or if you're planning to join for the very first time, for our guests here today, if you are planning to join and open a package, you must do your KYC immediately, or you will have a challenge withdrawing, because we are bound by the laws of Estonia with our crypto trading license and the laws of anti-money laundering legislation in every country we have an office. So I'm not here to only be the bearer of bad news and to be the traffic cop, but I want you to know why we do all of this. Because I've seen maybe 5 or 6 companies in the last 12 months who do similar parts of what we do. I've seen companies that try to copy what we do, and most of them use no KYC as a selling point. They use no regulations around naming or identification, and most of them are gone within 3 months. Some of them are actually shut down from internally within the EU, within that country that's Brexited, and in other parts of the world, because they break the rules, and the rules will always catch up with you. So we deal with lawyers in multiple countries. We deal with legislators, compliance, and administrative officers everywhere we have a legally represented office, and we have to follow the legal advice. If we don't, funds will be frozen and members will not be able to access their Bitcoin, because the company that is not following the rules always gets shut down. So that's the KYC piece. I understand it is frustrating when people for 1 or 2 weeks even have not been able to make a withdrawal. But if we allowed everyone to make a withdrawal, or allowed people to put fake KYC documents in and transfer accounts into the names of people who are alive or dead, or are teenagers, or are pet cats and dogs, then the law will catch up with the company, and it will also catch up with you as an individual. We don't want that to happen. All your funds are safe. The minute your KYC is approved, you will be able to withdraw. And again, dedicated resources are there for manual processing, for handwritten identification in Nigeria, for handwritten Kurdish or handwritten Arabic in Iraq, and most other countries where we have the capacity to automatically process KYC registration, we are doing it. There are about 8 languages that are just not possible for the OCR, or optical character recognition technology, to recognize your identification, in which case you need a verified ID sent through to our KYC support at pgiglobal.trade email address, and get your KYC verified manually. But you will be in a queue. Because we're compliant, we have long lines. And as those lines get smaller, the line then gets bigger again the next day as more people join. So we encourage you, if you're joining, do your KYC automatically in that first 3 days as you activate your package. If you have been a member for some time, do your very best to use what is a very simple process to do your KYC, and double check and triple check that the name in your account is matching the name on your national identification when you enroll. And if it doesn't right now, send your message to support, and that will be activated very, very quickly. Okay, that's enough on KYC and security. Suffice to say that we are building a very big safe to keep all your Bitcoin locked away in until you and only you can retrieve it. Okay, so on the legal, one more thing on the legal side of things, what's happening behind the scenes, we are getting a lot of news out of the Payment Services Act in Singapore, where we have legal representation. We also have additional news coming out very soon as Singapore is opening up for travel, and I plan to travel there as soon as possible to work with our legal team there about what's happening with the regulation of cryptocurrencies in the heart of the monetary hub of Southeast Asia. In addition, we're working with lawyers throughout the United States, also in South America, as well as our legal representation in Estonia with compliance, and in other countries where we have offices, we are also getting legal representation. The FCA in the United Kingdom has brought in a few regulations. People have asked questions about this today. Most of the questions relating to the trading of cryptocurrencies relates to ETFs and fund managers who are providing cryptocurrency as part of their investment offerings. That is not what we're a part of. We do not trade in the United Kingdom at this point in time, and we have our legal advice giving us all the correct information to be compliant when at such time as we are physically trading in the United Kingdom. Now, on the topic of support, many people join companies hoping they can get good support for what is happening for them in their country and in their language. Right now, we are running support for Latin America with both English and Spanish support. We have French translation today. We also have a number of French countries, and we have a series of support groups that are available for people who have platinum packages. If you have a platinum package, we have a dedicated WhatsApp support group for those. Our master distributors manage in a VIP level support group on behalf of their teams. So if you have a challenge that you can't get a result for, please go to your most senior master distributor in your country and have them act on your behalf, because it is a part of the responsibility of their job. Similarly, the country presidents and continental presidents, you've met some of them today, they work 24 hours a day to support the growth of the company and to support the ongoing challenges that come with any growing business. In addition, we have an Iraq support team, which works with both Kurdish, Arabic, and English. And we are especially seeing in that support group right now, hundreds of KYC applications every day being managed by our trusted teams there. Now, back in the Philippines and also in the United States very soon, we have close to 50 people working in IT support, customer support, package activation support, withdrawal support, and very soon in the fulfillment of our e-commerce platform and e-commerce products. We are training new people every day, and the size of that team has grown from just 3 people in June last year to close to 50 people around the world. So we're adding new staff all the time to help serve you better. Now, on the subject of support for withdrawals, the #1 question that's been in the chat today has been about the timeline for withdrawals. And I want to give you a very simple explanation, and it's not an excuse, but it is a reason, or one of the reasons why, we've talked about this on previous streams, why we have a challenge getting all of our withdrawals paid in such a rapid time as we would like to. #1, payment gateways exist in all blockchain related companies that are accepting cryptocurrency for payment. We are no different to those. Every single day we have people paying money in through our gateway, and once a week we have a 12-hour window where people request a withdrawal to go through the payment gateway. Not everything happens in that 12 hours. That is just a request period. So on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all the way through to Sunday, money is going through the gateway this way and going out that way. The difference is, on a payment inbound, there might be 3, 4, 10, 20, 100 transactions in a day. When we do withdrawals, there are 5,000 transactions at one time going out through that gateway that we are being charged a premium for to accelerate getting the funds from our wallet through the gateway out to all of your wallets. Every 5,000 payments go through, they're verified, audited, and then the next 5,000 start, and then the next 5,000 start. However, all the funds have already left our wallet. So 5,000 at a time are processed, and so not all of the 15,000 this week are going out on Monday afternoon. Some will go out after the first 5,000 and the next 5,000. And the gateways promised to us, the payment gateways promise, is a 24 to 72 hour maximum window of withdrawal from the gateway once we push it through. Meanwhile, funds are still coming through the gateway the other way, growing by 20 to 30% per month. So we have a very challenging situation, which has led to this new solution, the big investment into a blockchain wallet, which will give us now two options moving forward very soon. And watch your back office for this announcement as an option for your withdrawal. You'll have the option to continue going through the existing process and going through the existing timelines, which many people will do because they don't rely on all of those funds. It's just nice to make the request every week and receive their withdrawal. Other people like the idea of getting their funds very quickly, and they will have the option of accessing the fast payment system, which will be available and will be at a premium to the current process and the current fee structure. When you have these two options, we know that we will speed up a lot of our transactions and some will continue to stay around the same, except there'll be less going through, so they will also be faster. So we mentioned at the November event that PGI pays fast. That's a commitment, it's a strategy, and it's been an infrastructure build out and some purchases of a lot of IT, a lot of information technology, both hardware and software, to make this possible for you in 21. So faster payments are a goal. And again, I see many companies that promise fast payments that don't make them. And I see other companies who say, please allow a minimum of 72 hours to receive your payments. So where PGI is in that sweet spot of continuing to promise to do better and continuing to follow through on that. And because you as members and you as potentially guests today, you believe what we say, and because you believe, more of you are joining, which then helps us fuel the need to get through these solutions in a faster period of time. Okay. Now, we've been showing a few of our videos tonight, and these videos are provided not just for entertainment, not just for training, but for belief building and for information and for training. Our videos are designed to give you a taste of the ecosystem, the vision, the culture of PGI, and they're all available at our YouTube channel. Now, if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you'll get two things: not only notifications when new videos are coming up, but you'll also be able to see all the live streams of these mega events, the grand launch events, and of course, not just the grand launch of 2021, but the grand launch event being led out of Las Vegas and Dubai on the 6th of February. These events are live streamed on YouTube and recorded so that you can watch them again and again, or just watch your key or favorite speakers. Okay. Live events, I just want to remind you that there are a lot of people around the world who do host and hold live events in their cities and in their countries. People come to us in our support groups, and people come to us on social media channels where we are across all the socials: Instagram, Facebook, we have a LinkedIn profile. Obviously, we're in Twitter and Telegram, and we are continuing to update people on the live events we do online. But there are many live events being held in Pretoria and Johannesburg, in Nairobi in Kenya, in Lima in Peru, where people are coming together for live physical events. If you want to know where the events are and what's on, we will have a link in the back office very soon for a PGI calendar of events, not just for online virtual ones, but for physical live events as well. So please log into your back office, look around the support, look around your FAQ, and continue to see how it is, how it's evolving. We also are seeing record numbers of people in our daily trainings. Our daily trainings led by Claire and Mel, and by our trainings on Tuesdays and Thursdays by Troy White, our blockchain officer, as well as guest trainers on our Thursday nights. We have a getting started training now on Saturday mornings UK time, which is being, again, this was a question, which is being recorded and will be available in time on our YouTube channel. Now, those trainings are the perfect place to bring your prospects, to bring your new team members. And if you don't have a lot of upline support, go there to get the support from the people who have been there and done that before you, including master distributors, presidents, and many of our rising stars. Now, our UK 8 p.m. presentations are in English. There are other presentations around the world, including Spanish across Latin America, and also French presentations in Ivory Coast. You just need to follow the calendar or ask our support teams when you're on those events, because with 400 people showing up daily to our business presentations in English, we know out of nearly 100,000 members, there are other presentations happening too. So there are the resources to help you achieve your goals and to learn more about PGI. Okay. So 3 quick promotions to end on a nice positive for you. The first, the Dubai Grand Launch is technically the PGI Grand Launch in not just 1 city, not 2, but a dozen cities around the world and everywhere that everyone is watching from right now. It's going to be in a format just like this, but we will, instead of having just 1 host in 1 location, we'll be going from city to city, from country to country, from guest speaker to guest speaker, to president to master distributor, from the founder in Las Vegas to me here in Brisbane, Australia, and all from the comfort of your home or from a small room or a large room, depending on what your country allows you to have. We're looking forward to there being parties and celebrations. There'll be recognition, there'll be prizes, and it will be a great way to celebrate 12 months of starting an incredible company and seeing so many people's lives changed. But that's just the beginning. Once we move on from Dubai, then we move into our second phase of the year, which is springtime, when everybody wants to get out of where they've been for winter, get out of their lockdowns and head with us to the Caribbean. We mentioned earlier by Claire in the business presentation, and this is available every day, there's a qualification period right now for our leadership retreat in the Caribbean. The island is yet to be chosen. It may be a number of islands. And to achieve this, our Dubai qualifiers will have the option to go here, as well as anyone who qualifies under these rules over a 90-day period from the 5th of January through to the 5th of April. The retreat will be held in May, and all you need to do is create $100,000 in new volume left and 100,000 right, which is about 2.5 Bitcoin per side. This time a year ago, that was 10 Bitcoin per leg, left and right. So it's for people who've been holding their Bitcoin and other coins throughout the last 12 months, there's definitely the opportunity to get involved and qualify for the Caribbean promotion. And finally, every time we do these events, we know we like to have you staying till the very end, and we have still more than 2,500 people on our Zoom right now. When our final poll comes up, you will have the opportunity to go in the draw and be selected today for, because it's 21, I thought let's just go with 21 prizes of $100 packages, which help you celebrate the new year with like one of 21 winners. Why not have 21 prizes? I don't know what's going to happen when we get to like the year 33 or the year 99. The prizes are just going to go up and up and up. And I'm saying, read my lips, I'm saying it's a $100 package. I'm not saying RV is going to change it to $10,000 each, but let's say I said $100, and let's just see where we go from there. So all you have to do is vote in the final poll later in, which is about to be launched. And then you'll have that opportunity to be a winner today. And I know that some people, even just winning that $100 promotion at previous events, has really kickstarted their year, or it finished 2020 in style for them. And it's always a pleasure to celebrate the success of the company with people on these events, to not only thank you for coming on them, but also to recognize that you've been committed to stay for nearly 2 hours or more, plus your waiting time, to listen to and to see our presentations. So in 1920, okay, I'd like to go back to 1920. Some people say, well, my daughter says I'm old enough. In 21, we have the power to create a new normal that's going to be better than any of us have ever experienced before. So thank you all for being on the journey with us. for supporting us to help you achieve your goals, both personally and financially. We know that the best is yet to come, and we really, really appreciate your patience as we grow into a company that can serve you and another 100,000 people in 21 and beyond.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Wow, there's such a lot going on right now. It is difficult to just grasp the enormity of this business and how it is just growing and growing. And you do an amazing job, Mark. I know we do a lot of bantering, but your job is not an easy one. So let's go in and have a look at the results for our poll number 2. So we asked you guys, how many agreements do you have right now with PGI? And there are the results. So we have, what's that? Quite a high percentage of one package.
Yeah, one package is a challenging thing, and it's a big issue with support when people get to the end of their one package and they go, my package is run out. What do? I can't do a withdrawal. We email every single one of you. Make sure you're getting your emails. When you hit 150% of your package, 175%, to make sure you have a package always active so that you can receive your commissions and bonuses. And even if you only have a $100 package and you had 1,000 before, that will keep you active and it will keep you receiving your commissions, keep your bonuses, and keep you in the game.
Absolutely, absolutely. Then close second is 2 packages. Then we have 3, not too many on 4, higher with 5 packages, 6 packages, as many as 7 packages. So you guys, that's incredible stuff. And as Marcus just said, you know, keep an eye on your progress of your packages and don't let them run out, whatever you do. So I think it's a good time to launch our poll number 3. It's the one that everyone's looking forward to. And it's the one that we're going to give away the 21 packages. Oh, and there it goes. So you got to be in it to win it, guys. So get voting right now. And they're off. They've gone for it. Here it goes. So we're going to be announcing the winners very, very shortly. So you need to be, my gosh, I've never seen those numbers go up so quickly ever before. That's incredible. So I think it's a good time, Mark. Should we invite everyone back on to say our final words? Shall we invite everyone?
Yeah, we've got a little bit of time. Yeah. We need time to find 21 winners. So.
Well, I don't think that's going to be difficult. Guys are going. My goodness, look at those numbers grow. Fantastic. Mr. RV, would you like to come back? Helen and Shuff, Claire, Swim, come back and join us, guys.
Well, we're showing out, the numbers right now.
There
you go.
Okay, let's leave that one to go and do its thing. So we're going to have everyone come at it. There we are. What a happy bunch. Look, we've got 2 marks on the screen. How did that happen?
I don't mind. Can I talk to myself?
Yes.
I go that way.
Helen and Shuff say, move over.
He went that way, yeah.
Yeah, going this and going that way. Well, it's been wonderful, seeing everyone, and it's like, it's been really, really, I don't know, it's just so amazing, after, a year that we've been here. I remember, when we first started, I could not even afford Mark. I mean, Mark is, I've always wanted to have Mark in my business. And I remember the first time I told him that, Mark, I want you to come, with my company. You know what he did? He just laughed at me. He said, RV, you cannot afford me. That's what he said. I swear. Didn't you say that, Mark? He said, you cannot afford me, RV. You cannot afford me, RV. And, after a year later, we have such a, good relationship, and I love Mark because you know what, he makes me look good. We're always the good, good cop, bad cop, and Mark is usually the bad cop. So So it's always nice to have that. See, he doesn't have any more hair.
In 21, we might change the cop situation around too.
But Helen and Shafi, I love them to death. Mr. Schwim and Mr. Harrison, and of course our co-founder, Mr. Hussein. Okay, I mean, when we actually spoke, the first. Oh, also Mr. Shamsu, when we actually spoke. I think that's like towards the end of or the beginning of December 2019. I mentioned him, about PGI, and I mean, the rest was history. We never thought that, we're going to have this much success, with everything. And I just want to thank two people, also that I have Dr. Rose. We would like to welcome Dr. Rose. Dr. Rose will be moving to Las Vegas, Nevada. And our PGI USA president is going to be moving here. She's going to be running the office here in Nevada or in Las Vegas. So we would like to welcome everybody to come to Las Vegas. And of course, what we always say here in Vegas, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Right, Denise?
I'm not there yet. I couldn't possibly.
So we just have so many things, coming. So I cannot, thank everybody enough, about that. And we have our new, legal counsel here. We have an in-house legal counsel here in the U.S. That is really working practically 24 hours to make sure that our acquisition of our blockchain wallet, our acquisition of our, the different line of, businesses that we're going to be having here in 2021. There was a big rumor that, people are inviting people to go to another company. This year, because PGI is going to be out of business, this year. We just have a big announcement with them. PGI is going to be here to stay. So again, from me here, I was going to show you the new back office. The back office is ready. We should be launching that, sometime soon. I think we're going to be launching that during our launch, our grand launch, and we also have our new website for our products. It's been, we did have it up, and we will be showing that very soon. And the packages, that we have, I have a German, company here waiting for me here in the office, letting me know about, one of the products that we're going to be having. We can have so much products, in that website, and that will really separate us from the other companies who's doing just crypto and just doing just blockchain, because you know what, PGI, we do have our own products here, and they're white label products, and you can have that very soon. We're going to have line of businesses, coming up. Number one, our travel agency is going to be coming up very soon. All members of PGI can access the travel agency so that you'll save some money, into your, into your flights. We also have our, car dealership. So if you will want to buy your own car with Bitcoin, how about that? Buying your own car with Bitcoin. And we have so much more, coming up here at 2020. And that's why, I keep on saying that just be patient. As we always, as always, Baco always says, what is it? Shoot for the moon. And if you miss, you will be on the star. Did I get that, Baco? Almost, right?
Almost right.
We're getting there slowly. 2022, we'll get there.
So, I'm pretty much, I'm pretty much, very, very happy, with everything that is going on with PGI. But, as you can see, my hair is just like really falling apart. I mean, I have to, to kind of like trim my hair a little bit so that I look, look good. Pretty soon, it's going to be me and Mark going to have the same hairdo. So, so thank you, everyone. So, what do we have next?
Helen and Shoff, would you like to add any final words?
Other than the fact that I can keep an account of participants, the amount we have had on tonight from all around the world in so many different countries is just been mind blowing. We nearly hit 3,000. I'm sure Mark over the next couple of hours will have exact figures for us to be able to share with all of our teams. But you guys are just rocking it. Everybody on the call is just spreading the news of PGI like wildfire, which is just what we need to help us grow even more.
And we just can't wait to have the mega event, the launch in Dubai as well, which is going to be next month. So guys, whoever wants to, go over there, please book your tickets and make sure you have your COVID test and have everything ready, because I think we're going to have a fantastic event. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So let's go and see if we've got any results coming through for the poll.
I do.
Whoa.
1 second.
Drum roll.
Okay. Eileen, can you just get me to share screen? I have all the names ready to show you. Exciting. And there we have our winners of the 21 packages. If your name is on this list, I am not going to pronounce any of these names. If you're here, it means you voted. If you voted, your name's on here. We need you to put a note into the chat from your name obviously recognized in the chat. Put your username there so we can put you down for one of those 21 packages. Now, when we did this last time, some people logged off almost and then came back and went, oh, I'll just double check to see if I won, and then they saw the names. These are the names. This slide will go up again after we close. If you haven't popped into the Q&A chat your username, we'll do our very best to get hold of it. For me, it's a great thing to be able to give just a small thing away, recognize people who've stayed all the way to the end. And we know for many, many people, especially through Africa, the Philippines, and even in Latin America, $100 is how a lot of people got started with PGI. It's how they did their very first package just to test the waters and get started. And some of them are now doing $10,000 packages and have earned $50,000 to $100,000 because they've grown their business because of their belief that all started with a $100 package. So if this starts someone brand new onto their journey, then it's definitely for us worth doing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Congratulations to every single one of you. How exciting. So thank you for attending our PGI mega event. We look forward to seeing you all at our grand launch, either in person or virtually, February the 6th at 4 p.m. UK time. And for the rest of tonight, please hang around and watch our PGI videos, ask any final questions in the chat box, and be sure to get your username to support if you're one of the very lucky winners. We're grateful to everyone who helped make today a success, and look forward to seeing you all next time. A reminder also to tune in to the daily presentations, 8 p.m. UK time, and weekly Getting Started, 10 a.m. UK time on Saturdays. And if you're still looking to get started with PGI, then contact the person that gave you the recommendation to attend this event and tell them, let's go. So thank you, stay safe, and we will see you all very, very soon. Take care.
One thing is true in times like this. If the world is dark, someone needs to be a light. If there is chaos, someone must stand for calm. When there is anger and fear, someone must demonstrate love and trust. Will you be that person? Will you lead the way through the jungle of new technology and the world of digital money? Can you commit to helping yourself to understand? Can you commit to helping one person at a time to find their path to financial freedom? You must. The world needs you. We need you more than ever for leadership, for sharing a good idea, for teaching others. No journey to success is made alone. Join us, PGI Global, changing lives around the world, one person at a time. Protect your BTC. KYC, or Know Your Customer legislation, exists in Estonia, where PGI Global has a crypto trading license. From December 1st, all deposits and withdrawals will depend on the member having compliant KYC documentation. Inside your back office is a simple guide for the process, which can take as little as 2 minutes to complete. Any questions, you can email kycsupport@pgiglobal.trade. PGI Global, keeping your BTC safe with secure login, OTP verification, and legal compliance. PGI Global, changing lives around the world. Most people have goals. For some, it is to live a safe, calm, and happy life. For others, it is an adrenaline-filled adventure with passion and excitement, as well as high highs and low lows. Our philosophy will give us life satisfaction if we honor those values which are so important to us. You don't need to take unnecessary risks that make you feel uncomfortable. You don't have to feel held back and avoid the thrills and spills of your adventurous spirit. For everyone, there is a sweet spot, the place where we feel flow and achieve our highest potential. Shy people succeed in life as often as confident ones. Strong relationships are made by people from all walks of life and all personalities. Be true to yourself. Then find a way to reach the potential you feel is your birthright. Achieve all you want to. Be your best. How you feel it. PGI Global, helping you achieve and helping you change lives around the world. One thing is true in times like this. If the world is dark, someone needs to be a light. If there is chaos, someone must stand for calm. When there is anger and fear, someone must demonstrate love and trust. Will you be that person? Will you lead the way through the jungle of new technology and the world of digital money? Can you commit to helping yourself to understand? Can you commit to helping one person at a time to find their path to financial freedom? You must. The world needs you. We need you more than ever for leadership, for sharing a good idea, for teaching others. No journey to success is made alone. Join us, PGI Global, changing lives around the world, one person at a time. If you understand yourself, you can understand other people. We are all different, and yet there are many similarities between people which help us to build rapport. If we understand others, we will know how to talk to them, how to do business, and how to build a partnership. There are 4 basic personality types. The combinations of personality are based on 2 themes. 1. Do they prefer to focus on either work and tasks, or friends and relationships? 2. The speed of their interactions is the other indicator, from slow and methodical to fast and impulsive. If you like to be fast-paced and people-oriented, you can be classed as blue. If you like to be slow-paced and people-oriented, you would be yellow. If you are slow-paced and task-oriented, you would be green. And finally, if you are fast-paced and work business task focuses, you would be red. Learn about the 4 color personalities for network marketing, and you will build your business faster, stronger, and have better friendships and business relationships. PGI Global, helping you understand yourself so you can help change lives around the world. PGI Global starts with the end in mind. 5% of PGI profits are allocated to the support of charitable causes around the world. Charity begins at home. And this year, we have already seen multiple donations in the Philippines to typhoon relief for thousands of families, repairs to churches and homes, as well as food packages led by our co-founder in the Philippines. In the UK, food packages were organized for people sleeping rough on the streets of London. In Nigeria and South Africa, teams are supporting the education of their fellow citizens to a better life, helping them earn more so they can support their local community. Why? Because we begin with the end in mind. The ultimate purpose of PGI Global is to pay it forward. Take the blessings and the success of our technology company and have it benefit millions of people in need. The company leads by example and encourages all members to follow by helping people in their own backyard, however they feel it will create the best impact. In 2021, we anticipate growing our charitable activities in over 100 countries through a systematic and powerful giving program, which will help us to help over 1 million people. PGI Global, changing people's lives around the world. Paying it forward. When to say no. Say no to injustice. Say no to poverty. Say no to prejudice. Say no to ignorance. Say no to people who keep you stuck. Say no to people who don't want you to change. Say yes. Yes to opportunity. Yes to the future. Yes to the digital world. Yes to more education. Yes to personal wellness. Yes to financial success. And yes to everyone around you who wants the same thing. PGI Global, helping people say yes to their own success by helping others achieve their dreams and change their lives. Today, Bitcoin is traded online in exchanges, person to person, P2P, and for goods and services thousands of times per day. Other top cryptocurrencies like Ripple, XRP, are used for remittance operations to help people get funds home from abroad. Ethereum, ETH, is used to power an IT infrastructure of smart contracts, which are programs that work automatically every time to fulfill a key purpose, such as receiving and sending tokens without a third party. In the real world, cryptocurrencies are used every day to buy airline tickets, hotel rooms, pay utility bills, and more. PayPal and Square have both ventured into cryptocurrency, allowing their merchants and users to buy and sell. Their commitment signals a huge push forward into mainstream acceptance and usage. It's been said that you are never standing still. You are either moving forward or falling backwards. Move forward. Think smart. Be a part of the future today. PGI Global, changing lives around the world and bringing people into the future.
Bye.